Alright, you were right. Jim Butcher got better. This week, we're gonna talk about Skin Game, a Harry Dresden novel that came a little bit later, or a lot later, because it seems like I missed a lot of story. Welcome to Matt Reviews Books. I am Matt. This is a book review channel dedicated to older books, more or less. Like, 9 times out of 10, they're older books. Books that you find in the used bookstore, or the thrift store, or, places like that. If that sounds like something that you want to watch, go ahead and subscribe down below. Tell me what you're reading and what you think I should read, because I got some good recommendations, and those are coming up. Moving on. First of all, Jim Butcher does get better, okay? In my first Jim Butcher video, I was like, I don't see what the big hubbub is about. I don't see how he has such a big following, because I don't really think it was a very good book. That was my coffee pot. And then a couple of you commented that, yes, in fact, that Stormfront was not a very good book, or at least it was not as good as he has gotten, and I should probably check out some other books. And I had a friend here in real life, on this side of the screen, who said, instead of dropping money on a Jim Butcher book that you might not like, go ahead and find one of the more current books at the library. That way, if you don't like it, you can just return it. And I did that. So here is synopsis. So apparently, at some point, Harry Dresden has become the Winter Knight to Mab, the Winter Queen. She's a fairy, he's a human, but now he's a wizard, but he also has these extra powers. And he's living on an island that is actually also a supernatural prison. While he's there, he's trying to deal with these headaches that apparently have been this ongoing, like a subplot, or just another arc. While he's doing this, living on this supernatural island, he is practicing parkour, I guess, because why not? That's what you do. And Mab, his boss, shows up, and she loans his services out to Nicodemus, who is basically a supernatural mobster. And Nicodemus wants to break into a vault that belongs to Hades to steal a legendary something, a very important, significant something. You have to read the book to find out what it is. This was pretty good. I like this. Jim Butcher definitely got better. I guess with that, we're going to move on now to thoughts. Absolutely correct. Anybody who said that Jim Butcher's books get better, they do. His writing style smooths out. They're not as blocky. It's not as clunky. Harry Dresden, his main character, his protagonist, really seems to actually be a little bit more fleshed out. And it seems to me that Jim Butcher is actually relaxed a lot into his character, into his world. And he actually makes the antagonist, the villain, all of them have a sense there's actually more balance to them. They're, in a way, I kind of liked Nicodemus, and I kind of liked all his henchmen. That for me was it was the salvation of all the other issues that I had with the first book. And out of the later books, I see why people like him. I see. I will look for more Jim Butcher in the future. That's it for this week. It's short and sweet. I hope you follow along. I appreciate it. If you made it this far, thank you for all the comments, and I hope to see you next time.